Fair YouTube usage, y'all. Let's go. I do not own the audio or none of that. But I am going to exercise my fair YouTube usage, y'all. Let's go. Hit that like button. Share this live. Grown folks, let's go.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Let's go.
I searched to find the love within. I came back to let you know.
What she said?
Got a thing for you, and I can't let go.
Shout it out to Snow Aguilera.
My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in a daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know.
Man, you don't know nothing about that girl.
Thank you.
You don't know nothing about that girl.
And I can't let go. Some people go around the world for love.
What?
But they may never find what they dream of. What you won't do for love. You tried everything, but you won't give up.
We're gonna rock with Snow today, y'all.
In my world, only you.
I just love her so.
Make me do for love what I would not do. Now my friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in a daze from your love, you see.
Talk to him.
Now I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't.
Rest in peace to Sam Cadwell.
What you won't do.
The OG of OGs, y'all.
Do for love. You tried everything, but you won't give up. And in my world, only you.
Bring the rest, y'all.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, top of the top to everybody that's in the building. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I'm glad that y'all alive. Hope everybody's happy. Everybody's mind is in a good place this morning. If the audio and everything is crystal clear, can somebody hit me with the dice cube? If I could shout it out to the roll call to the people that quote unquote was here either before me or while I was coming on. Gotta do that. Gotta do that. I started it out with Snow Aguilera. And I'm gonna break it down from there. Miss Annette, always a queen. I appreciate y'all. We got always a queen in the building. The godmother's here. Dog Soldier, the Continental is here. It is I, Big Dice the Ruler. I told y'all next stop, Utica Avenue. We got Miss Annette from Harlem. She's in the building. For the people that's in the cut, come on out and say hello. It's Sunday. It's a peaceful day. It's a peaceful day. Shout out, number one, we're going to shout it out to Dog Soldier. He cooking. He got his mojo. He got it. He got his fucking mojo. Excuse my language. It's Sunday. Excuse my language. It is Sunday. Excuse my language. But Dog Soldier got his mojo. He was cooking. That last one he dropped, 1,000 grams. Pure raw. Make 2 out of that if you want to be greedy. But a brick and a half and it's still going to be fire. If y'all ain't catch that last show he just did, the Continental was cooking. Fairgrounds. Grown folks. And shout out to Lil Man. Shout out to his son. Because that little boy can count. He said, yo, Dad, how long? Dog said, yo, give me like about 5 minutes, son. He said, all right, Dad. Little gangster came back. He said, hold on. Didn't you just say 5 minutes? It's a little bit past 8, Dad. He don't give a fuck about none of that sucker shit. Dog said, yo, give me a minute. Chill, Pop. Give me a minute. He was like, man, check this out. Look at my snake. I want to play 2K. I don't give a fuck about that shit you doing on your show right now, Dad. I want to play 2K. And the thing that he said that caught me was, I'm telling y'all, I be going through that shit. Y'all just don't know. Dog said he got around one of his peoples the other day. And the nigga showed him some shit, and he was like, why am I going to work every day? I can explain what he said because, boy, that's why I don't even go around my friends and my cousins like that no more, man. Because, yo, when you get around niggas, you be like, then the people you be around, they trust you so much because you're in the presence of them. And they be like, yo, boy, what you want? Take that. Then you just got to be telling yourself, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Like he said, because of his son, got to start making different decisions. You dig what I'm saying? Grown folk shit. Grown folk shit. That's self-love. That's why I say with the song I started off with, rest in peace to Mr. Cadwell, Bobby Cadwell. The original gangster that rocked that song was Snow Aguilera. She killed that song because if you listen to the lyrics, she said she had to go away for a little while to find out what was going on within herself. And then she came back and said, now I'm ready to love you. My grandmother always said, baby, you know you got to love yourself. If y'all remember back in the days when I was outside, I had these little business cards. It was called Love Yourself Wholesale Candy. I had my beeper number on that shit. This is how stupid I was, y'all. But see, I had entrepreneurship in my brain from a little kid. Anybody that know about this know everything I'm telling is the truth. I wasn't on this corner. I was around the corner on Schenectady and Sterling. And I had a pit bull. Medicated Wookie, salute. I had a pit bull. And his name was Coco. He was a Kobe Sapphire, red nose, crystal green eyes. One of my, let me tell you something. I can't say he was my favorite dog because Zeus, you know how I feel about Zeus, rest in peace. But Coco had a piece of my heart to this day because I tricked my mother with this dog. See, my mother was terrified of pit bulls. If you said the word pit bull around my mother, I don't want to see him. I don't want him around me. Nah, but I tricked my mother. Yeah, she know it. She looking down laughing at this story right now. You see, I tricked my mother. What it is when I got Coco, he was only 6 weeks old. 6 weeks old. Right off the motherfucking ween of his mother. So Coco used to fit in my pocket. I had a denim Guess jacket. Coco used to sit in my pocket as a puppy. with his head out my pocket. I'm dead ass serious. I had champion hoods, and at the end of at the India champion hood up here, I used to cut the shits off. Listen to this shit, dog. This how creative I was. I would cut the sleeve off my champion hood where the champion part would sit up, and I would take a slit to the bottom, and it would cover my puppies like halfway to their stomach. That was the hood version of jackets and coats because we wasn't going all day, you know what I'm saying? When I brought Coco home, like I said, he was a red-nosed, crystal green eyes. My mother fell in love with him because she said, I love this dog, because she thought he was a mixed dog. She didn't know if he was pit bull, but she knew she fell in love with his eyes because he had big ears. See, some people fail to realize when you get a pit bull, the ears could be real big and the paws could be real big. You think you're looking at a goofy-ass dog. No, you're looking at a beast that's forming. Because usually when you see a dog, a full breed pit with long ears, as a puppy and big feet, watch when they fill out. Watch when they fill out. So now, I told y'all I got him when he was 6 weeks old. So now Coco like almost 4 months old. And my mother said, can I ask you something, Damon? I said, yo, Mom, what's going on? She said, is this a pit bull? I said, yeah. What you want me to do? Throw him outside? I can't have him no more? She said, you did it on purpose. I already fell in love with him. But then she told me how she felt so bad. She said that she had totally threw away a breed of animal because of what she was heard and the stereotype that was about this animal. The shit that she heard on TV, they was vicious, they was attacking, and they fight. Yeah, they do all of that, but they do that because of certain circumstances, just like certain people that turn into killers and robbers and thieves and murderers and unfortunately pedophiles. This comes from situations that were shown and exposed or they went through. Cold-blooded facts. I know people that used to grind down their dog's teeth. I know people that used to feed their dogs gunpowder and blood. I know Spanish dudes that used to make their dogs, they used to make them kill chickens. They would put them in abandoned buildings and sick their dogs on chickens with the chickens pecking at them and all that before they die, but them dogs kill them. These is facts. People putting dogs on treadmills. You know what I'm saying? Over-aggressive, working them. That's when you're making a fighter. But a pit bull, like my mother said that day, she said, now I understand why you love this dog so much. I said, why? She said, because say the truth, they kind of remind me of you. Because some people, Clarice, I see you, just totally throw people away because of what they perceive or what they assume. That's why the name of this show today is about loving your fucking self. My grandmother said, if you don't love yourself, who else will? And I had that on my cards. Love yourself, wholesale candy. If you don't love yourself, who else will? And that was always a conversation piece because people used to be like, yo, what the fuck does that mean? Like my grandmother broke it down to me. When my grandmother broke it down to me, I didn't understand a motherfucking thing she was saying. See, I was listening to what she was saying, but I wasn't paying attention to what she was saying. I was absorbing what she was saying, but I was not paying attention to what she was saying. See, the good part about them old school Jews from them old timers, anybody can correct me with this if I'm wrong. If you understand, put the dice cubes up. See, when an old timer drop a jewel in your head, it could be 30, 40 years old, and then you'll go, damn, I remember when Pop said that. City Bama salute. Damn, I remember when my grandmother told me that shit. Damn, I remember my moms was telling me some shit like that. My uncle told me them niggas wasn't the niggas to be fucking with. Am I the only one that went through that? Them old timers drop jewels on us. My grandmother always said, if you don't love yourself, you will not know if you're even getting loved. That's some deep shit. Like, if you don't truly love yourself, how do you know that someone is loving you? You can be getting a version of what they consider or call something as love, but love is some real deep shit, y'all. Love got a lot to do with sacrifice. And love got to do with eating a bunch of shit. Whether it's diarrhea, lumpy or loose, love make you go, you know what? I'd knock your goddamn ass out if I ain't love your ass, you piece of goddamn shit. Love make a chick say, yo, you know that nigga that I know like me for all them years? I should go fuck that nigga. I should go fuck that nigga tonight, but I love your stupid ass. You better get it in shit. That's what love do. Love ain't about what you talking about or what I'm talking about. Because if it's about what you talking about and what I'm talking about, that ain't love. See, when you really, really know somebody love you is when they start talking about sharing some things of great depth, like everything that's really, really important in y'all lives. Matter of fact, let's share a home together. Shit, let's share a church together. Shit, how about we share life together? How about we create life? And we share raising this child or these children together. See, it's a lot of things people got to look into when they start talking about love. But, you know, I notice a lot of people not loving themselves, y'all. And you know why I can say that? Because I can identify this, because I went through so many years of not loving myself. See, I see all the motherfucking signs now. The suffering from bitch assness, the screaming, the hollering, the disrespect, the disregard of my own life and freedom. And freedom. I think about this shit every day. I stood on this goddamn corner for years, and then I put a bunch of other niggas on this corner for years, allegedly. And then the police from the 77 precinct that was right down the block rolled up the block so much trying to catch us for years. I mean, that building right there across the street, they even had a apartment where they used to just sit there and record the corner to see if they could catch niggas making the wrong moves. But shout out to that man named Ham Hock, may he rest in peace. I just leave it there. There's so many times when, shit, I could have been taken off the street by the police. I'm talking about years. And it's nothing to talk about. Years. The things that allegedly was on me, and I got to just get into this store right here. All I had to do is get to this store right here. If I got to that store right there, I was safe. I was safe. But was that loving myself? Nah. Because when you really love yourself, like Dog Soldier said, you start thinking about certain things that's going to take you away from your family and your friends. And it's going to put you somewhere where I don't think nobody really mentally competent wants to be. That's prison or on the grave. Don't get it twisted. I'm not afraid to die, but I want to live my life the way it's supposed to be lived. I ain't rushing to go no motherfucking where. But if what I was supposed to have been done is done on this earth, I accept that, inshallah. If that's the case, if whatever Allah had for me to do on this earth, I'm already done. I'm already get to my reward for it, to get to hug my mother again. You can take me right motherfucking now. See, because when I went to my aunt's funeral the other day, shout out to my cousin JT. He preached part of the funeral and he said some deep shit. He was like, yo, a lot of us, and it's something like what Dog Soldier was saying earlier. He said a lot of us think we right, but we ain't right. And the ones that think we ain't right know deep down inside we ain't right, but we still don't do nothing to change that shit. Because it's called like falling in line or following the flow. Like the flow of shit. Well, they doing it. I know my mother used to tell me back in the days, if your friends jump off the roof, are you going to jump off the roof? If your friends run in front of a goddamn bus, are you going to go run in front of a goddamn bus? See, these are the questions my mother used to ask me. Yo, AD, I see you in the building. Salute. Any of y'all parents ask y'all that? Don't act like y'all ain't close to my goddamn age. I time every one of you people out on Sunday. Don't get me to cursing on Sunday. I just be like, yo, mom, but Jimmy and them said this. But Lamont and them said, I don't care about what Jimmy and Lamont and them parents are allowing them to do. You are my child. That's what she used to tell me. I still hear her saying that sometimes when I be thinking about doing some medieval shit. See what Annette said? See what Always a Queen said? Yep. I know she told her children that. She said, and Annette said, I don't regret nothing because God had me walk my path. Our paths were already written. That's a fact. King Ja, I see you in the building. Appreciate you for pulling up. Bless it. Rastafari. That's a fact. My grandmother said, baby, if you don't love yourself, you can't even love your child. See, people point the finger at some fathers that walk away from their responsibilities. Shit, people point the fingers at some mothers that walk away from their children and their responsibilities. But the big factor of everything. Yo, Willie Elliott, what up, baby? I see you. I see y'all popping up to hear God's work today. That's a good thing. Men have, at a higher rate, statistically have walked away from their responsibilities as being parents. Unfortunately, women too. But let me ask you something. Do you hear the reasons? Not the excuses. I said the reasons. See, an excuse and a reason is two different things that some people somewhat put together. No, a reason for doing something and an excuse for doing something is totally two different things. See, when somebody asks you, well, what was the reason why you couldn't be there for your child? I was so mentally destroyed inside, I didn't think that I deserved to be around that child. That's a motherfucking reason right there. Ike, I see you in the building. But when you ask that same man, what was the reason why you didn't want to be around your child? Man, I don't think they didn't want me around anyway. That's a fucking excuse. That's an excuse. That's a totally different definition. It's some people that go through so much shit mentally, they feel as though that if they can't financially contribute to their child's life, they're a failure to the world. They are a failure to the world. Right? But then there's some people that's so mentally fucked up within, they don't even think they deserve to be happy. That's what's going on with a lot of people today in these relationships. I know a situation that I see. I know somebody at a job, my job, and I watch the situation. I watched one person say they love somebody, and I watched another person say, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That's how people get hurt. You know why? Because the person that's loving somebody that don't love them don't know how to love themselves. And then the person that's getting loved and not smart enough to love the person that's loving them definitely don't know how to love themselves. But you got to get to the questions on why are they like that? Annette said, or leave a child with their dad to be with the man and have another child and raise that one. Preach. But you know, I be trying to chill. Just Eric, I see you. You know, I be trying to chill. There's certain things that I can go into layers and layers of things with men and women. But then I keep telling y'all, we got to get back to the topic of this show. And the topic of this show is loving yourself and knowing if you love yourself and knowing how to identify if someone is really loving on you. Let's go.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
That's a cold-blooded fact. Willie said, Will Illy. I feel like I got Down syndrome saying your name, beloved. Will Illy, shout out to Chilling with Love, said you can't love someone without loving yourself. That's what my grandmother used to say. But what's love? What's love? Like, really, really, what's love? What's loving yourself? Uh-oh, Mount Vernon here on the backup page. Will Illy said, see, I can say it now, see? I got the little line on it. Will Illy said, a 4-letter word to most. Miss Miyagi, I appreciate you. Drop your link. You know I'm ready for later on. Shout out to 050 Chani Bremen. Miss Miyagi is in the building. Miss 050. Self-love. Self-love. Does love consist of taking abuse? Does love consist of loving somebody through abuse? Is that loving yourself or having faith that someone will change? If you never ever knew what it was to grow up around love, how do you know you're in love? Good part to know about you love yourself, you wash your ass every day. That's a factor right there. Because that's a sign of so much self-hate that you don't even want to bathe, that you don't even care that the odor that's coming off you is grotesque. Miss Annette said, that's my truth, but I forgave her for my peace. That's love. Because we'll never really understand certain things. That's why certain things I don't really point fingers at, because I know someone that had a child when she was a baby. 15 years old, almost 16 years old. And when she had this child, she was totally unsure if she was even going to be able to take care of herself because of certain things that she had been through in her life. Certain things that she was going on with her family. So she decided to give her child to the father's side of the family. Now, she didn't just give the child to a side of the family that's not going to take care of her son. She gave full custody to a side of the family that all was secure when it came to jobs, homes, respect, credibility, love, unity, guidance, and family support. Something that she wasn't really used to getting. And I used to talk to her about this shit because she used to cry. She used to be like, yo, Dice, I feel like I'm a bad mother. I mean, tears come out of her eyes. One of the toughest girls I've ever met in my life. Toughest women I've ever met. When it comes to that situation, she'll cry. And I would tell her, do you know that the greatest act of love that you did was making sure that that baby, because you were a baby, making sure that that baby was in a home and safe? See, I told her, you could have kept that baby on the streets with you. You could have had that baby running around from your cousin's crib or your aunt's crib or your baby father's house or some dude you might have been dealing with. You could have put that child through all type of traumas, not being able to be in one place and growing up in a household. You know, some people have a selfishness within them, knowing that they fucked up, and the person that they supposed to care about the most, they're going to try to keep them fucked up with them. That's selfishness. You heard what you said, Annette? And she might be watching. She did the right thing and gave that baby a chance. And I'm glad you said that, Miss Annette, because you know sometimes when we're trying to talk to you, sometimes women say things well, you don't understand because you're not a mother. But see, this is what I got to tell the ladies. That's where you're wrong. No, I don't understand because I'm not a mother. I don't understand the maternal, physical aspect of it as far as carrying our child and giving us a healthy baby. No, I will never understand that. I could only relate to what you converse with me about, but I can tell you something strongly about this particular man. I don't know about the rest of them niggas. I am a father. So the same concerns and the worries that you have, mine might be a little extra. See, I am a parent also. A parent also. You dig what I'm saying? That's the part that we got to focus on. Jeezy, I see you in the building. But unfortunately, fellas, I blame y'all. I don't blame y'all for actions. I blame y'all for intentions. Now, see, if you know you fucked up in the street, you running around and doing certain things because you know some of us chose certain lives where people may be trying to harm you or may try to hurt you, and you're still at a certain part where you're always on defense, you're always on defense. You're always on offense and defense at the same time. And you say, you know what? I have to distance myself away from my loved ones. That's something I can talk about. That's something I can talk about. But just to say, yo, I don't want to be in this child's life because me and the child's mother don't get along. Deaf to all you bitch ass niggas. Excuse my language on Sunday. All you niggas that just don't want to be a father because quote unquote she don't want you no more. You niggas should have been swallowed. Big Dice says that. I hate you niggas. Y'all niggas can't even be my friends. I got cousins I don't talk to over shit like that. Man, I never hug my mother again. What you mean you don't fuck with your child because you and his moms ain't tight? Bitch ass niggas. Open-minded salute. Excuse me, y'all. It's Sunday. Certain stuff just make me curse sometimes. Forgive me. But I do understand a broken man. See, women, you have compassion for your man if he's broke. But to understand a broken man is only something a man that's been broken can understand. See, God got a way. The same people that watched you break down, God will fix you right in front of them motherfuckers. The same people that laughed when you crumbled and fell down, God will fix a way to rebuild you right in front of them dirty mother. Ah.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy, when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. Hold these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
Yo, shout out to my man, little bro, Artist Morrison in the building. He said, God's Day, bless all dice. Yo, Artist, you're going to live a long time. One of my mans asked me this just the other day. They said, yo, son, let me ask you something, Dice. I said, what up? He said, yo, I was watching Artist show, man. He said, yo, that's your man, right? I said, yeah. He said, man, what the fuck is going on with that YouTube shit? I said, yo, that's my little bro. Artist Morrison is crazy. But I gotta fuck with him. You know what? Artist Morrison new name. Artist L. Morrison. I like that, but I swear to God, you know who artists remind me of on YouTube? The Joker. The fucking Joker. You know why? Because the Joker, if anybody really watched the movie of the Joker, misunderstood, they turned him dangerous, but he kept a smile. He kept a fucking smile, y'all. And you know what? I be figuring out certain shit with artists. Artists don't want to go to jail and he don't want to hurt nobody. That's why he come on YouTube and curse everybody out, including me. Artist said, fuck it. If I go in my goddamn studio and let this motherfucking steam out on this goddamn show, I'm going to bed. This nigga Artist will curse you out on Thursday, and then Friday, he'll be DJ Artie. He don't care, y'all. That's why I just be laughing now, y'all. Artist is crazy, y'all. Word up. Artist is fucking crazy. Artist, fuck that. I claim this shit. Artist is the king of the dark sector. The Joker. That's his name from now on. The Joker. Fuck that. Artist said, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas. I run this shit. Yo, L Plaga, salute. Artists don't mean no harm. He be looking crazy sometimes, but he don't mean no harm. Because I know artists be watching them shits going, damn, son, I was kind of lit on that motherfucker. But fuck it. It's already there. Fuck YouTube. Word up, man. Subscribe to Artist Morrison, man. Like he said, man, this shit is just YouTube. Y'all just crazy. Word up. Yo, I ain't gonna front. You see Open Minded said, and Open Minded, you know, he straight up on some part. He said, yo, that's just pure energy like that. Yo, that's why I say he remind me of my little cousin, God bless his soul, because if I would have just listened to this, like listen to the signs that my little cousin was telling me, he still might be here. That's why I tell y'all, I just be listening to artists and I just be saying, fuck artists, he'll be all right. If somebody bother him, I'm going to be upset. Just as long as y'all don't bother him, I'm going to be all right. Fuck it. Just leave him alone. That's how he do his thing. Let him do his goddamn thing. Artist said, fuck all you niggas. I'm a security guard right now, pussy. Yo, City Boy Floyd, salute. Word up. That nigga Dog Soldier up here bragging about beating his son on the game. That's poor parenting right there, dog. He said, I won the game with laughy emojis. Daddy man is undefeated. I don't appreciate that. I'm riding with little man right now. That shit is foul, dog. You shouldn't be bringing that type of shit to YouTube, dog. We supposed to be examples up here, dog. See? No family, no friends on YouTube, dog. You bringing too much this YouTube shit fucking you up, dog. You dig what I'm saying? I don't appreciate that shit, dog. I might give you 10 seconds for that shit. No family, no friends on YouTube, dog. Yo, Poppy, word up, dog. Pull up on the StreamYard, Poppy. I don't appreciate that. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, make sure y'all do get over to Miss Miyagi, man. Yo, I'm dead serious. Great show going on later today, 2 o'clock p.m. Make sure y'all go. I done shared it on my shit. 2 o'clock p.m. Miss Miyagi, China Brim, Queen Honcho, who else? Cola James, Harlem Legend, I think, Jai's TV. Great grown folks conversation. Great grown folks conversation. Word up. I'm honored. I'm shit. You know, grown folks shit. If y'all want to pull up and hear some grown folks shit, not no crazy shit, pull up, man. Shout out to Miss Miyagi, man. I keep telling y'all, go over there and follow her. She doing her motherfucking thing over there. She got something to say. It's informative. Shorts is really, really, see, I don't really like the shorts and stuff like that. Some people like the shorts. Miss Maggie, she got the shorts locked. That's why I be saying I be needing her to go live, because she got the shorts locked. But see, the shorts is so impactful. She doing what God need her to do. Dealing with China Brim is enough. That's enough. You dig what I'm saying? So if she got time to do anything after dealing with the kids And China Brim, we're going to just take grace for that. Shout out to China Brim 050. You know what I'm saying? But that's self-love. See, even with China, y'all laugh at China because China said, yo, check this out. I'm not fucking my family up for you dumbass niggas. Hey, Bunny. I see you in the building, girl. You see, Miss Miyagi said, I love my baby. See, that's love. See, when you see, you can tell that people love themselves. See, y'all don't understand China because a lot of y'all not from the street. When you got a street, let me tell you something. I'm going to speak up for my bro. When your woman can convince you to go to a bougie restaurant, that's love. That is fucking love. Because just like China said, I felt so bad, I agree with him so much. Miss Miyagi said, yo, I know this restaurant we can go to, babe. I know that. He said, you're crazy. $200 a plate and all that nonsense. I ain't going to front Miss Miyagi. I felt bad. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Utica Avenue. I'm sorry. Same people raised me. I'm sorry. I felt bad. I was like, damn, yeah, China. He was like, yo, we can go to McDonald's. You know how I feel about White Castle, y'all. Shit, White Castle, that mean you love me. If you would go to White Castles with me and get a double cheeseburger with no onions and an order of chicken rings and a milkshake and do the upside down challenge with me, we call that love. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. We simple. When your woman gets you to do shorts and shit like that, yo, let me tell you something. If you go check this short out, this shit almost made me spit my blunt out my mouth. Miss Miyagi in China, they sitting somewhere, some beautiful restaurant. Beautiful outside. The ambiance is la, 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 la. Violins, birds, beautiful shit. I think China eating his food, watching YouTube. She said, now, you know, this is when it's bad. When you got to stop your man. He won't even stop looking at YouTube when we out eating food. Yo, I laughed so fucking hard. If you see China face, when she turned that shit up to his face, that nigga said, yo, I be needing that type of shit. I ain't gonna front. That's the shit that be making me laugh. That shit be making me laugh. That's self-love. China said, you get your man to go to a bougie restaurant, that's love. You get let me tell you something. You get a nigga from Brooklyn to walk with you in our age now and just talk and hold hands and make videos like that. That's love. Niggas don't be, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be real with y'all right now. Do you know we be so paranoid because of the dumb shit that we left behind? We ain't got no time to be walking down the street talking about, hey, baby, love you. That's my boo right there. Yeah. When your man is a goon for real and he doing shit like that, ladies, he love you. Disregard the fact that we talk crazy sometimes. We might scream, we might holler. You know, we be unbalanced. But this is a different type of love. When niggas disrespect, if niggas is in the street looking for you, to be on tape with you and say, I love you, that's not fake. That's not fake. And then the greatest part about both of them, opposites attract, but both know what they deserve in life. Ain't that some shit? A lot of people don't know their worth. Long time. See, I know China for real. China had a lot of shit on his heart. So he was just in a bad place. Rest in peace to Sleep. Y'all don't know his brother. And then rest in peace to El Khan. But y'all laughing when he was gone for 3 months. I was the only one going, yo, y'all niggas is clowns. Because y'all don't really know what type of shit niggas be doing when niggas be really losing people. You dig what I'm saying? So when that cloud is on you that you don't deserve to be happy, you will be subject to go through anything. You'll sit around the chick that just disrespects you repeatedly. Ladies, you will sit around a nigga that you know fucking your homegirl. You know he fucking your homegirl. You know he fucking your cousin. But because you feel as though you are not worthy of being loved and appreciated because something you might have done back in the days when you was unbeknownst to really knowing what's going on with life, that's how people die twice. That's how people die twice. To be living dead and then die is some fucked up shit. I'm going to live while I'm here. Fuck that shit. Because I've been there to the fact where I didn't care if I lived or died. That's when it started saying you don't love yourself. Like I used to hear my grandmother saying, boy, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she never cursed. So it seemed like when she got to heaven, she done got a foul mouth because I done heard my grandmother say crystal clear, boy, what the fuck is wrong with you? What did I show you? You can't be my grandbaby talking like that. My grandmother was proud of me. She said, that's my firstborn grandbaby. He ain't gonna want for nothing. These is facts. Emmanuel, salute. That's why I tell people I love my mother. That was my sister and my mom. She had me at 19. That was my sister and my mom's. But my grandmother, that was something different. My grandmother was the only one that could stop my mother from trying to kill me. My grandmother said, leave him alone. That shit stops everything. My mother started sucking her teeth, stomping, but mommy, she said, what I said, leave him alone. Don't put your hands on him. Facts. That's the type of grandmother I had. Her word was law. And I watched my grandmother, this beautiful couple right here. I watched my grandmother turn a straight up gangster into a regular human fucking being because of the way they complimented and they appreciated each other. That was my grandmother and grandfather in the Cotton Club. They went to see Count Basie and Duke Ellington. Famous club in Harlem called the Cotton Club. This the 40s, y'all. So that I keep telling y'all, I don't come from no regular shit. And they created her. That's my baby. Rest in peace to Sharon McLeod Young. They created her. So, I don't come from no regular shit. That's why certain shit I be seeing on this shit, I be going, this is not nice. Appreciate you, Emmanuel. This is not nice. I came from people that love themselves. They went through their shit too. Don't get it twisted. That's why a lot of us are trained to deal with somewhat toxic relationships because, see, that fairy tale shit that people be putting on TV is going to be happy every day. That's bullshit. But when I was coming up, it might be cool for about 2 or 3 months, but my pops did something stupid. You give him 90 days, he gonna fuck up. He just like a motherfucker that got a brand new job. After 90 days, he stopped coming to work. Ain't that some shit? After 90 days, that nigga stopped coming to work. He started using his points because he said, fuck it, I done made my 90 days. That's who my pops was. He give you 90 days of straight honorable shit. And then on that 91st day, he will do some sucker MC shit. Well, at least in the eyes of my mother. Now that I'm older, yeah, I don't agree with certain things he did, but tell you the truth, certain things that he was going through, he just was in one of them phases where he just wasn't loving himself. You dig what I'm saying? Because of the things that he did, his insecurities within himself, his personal failures from being, a well-respected person with a great job at the Veterans Administration, war vet, Vietnam, Navy SEAL and all that, to a fact of you sitting up begging and asking for money to smoke crack. These is personal motherfucking wars that people go in within themselves. My pops told me this. He wrote this shit down after my mom's passed away. He said, Joe, man, that crack just made me forget about everything that I cared about. A selfishness. Selfishness, love ain't got nothing to do with being selfish. Love got to do with people's feelings, consideration of how people will react to certain actions that we do. That's what I was taught. So certain times when you're around certain people, that's why, like, people say, be like, Dice, you a hermit. No, I'm not a hermit. I'm a safe person. I don't like being around people that have unstable intentions. I ain't got no problem going to the pool hall. I ain't got no problem going to the movies. I ain't got no problem going to play ball. But then when you start saying, yo, my nigga, we about to go check these chicks, I don't fuck with you. See, now I get paranoid. Because when you start adding on to the play, you start making me think it was a play made without me being included. So I'm not fucking with you. See, that's where my paranoia comes in. That one thing right there, that one whole, yo, we going to check these chicks, follow us to this crib, I'll never fuck with you again. I'll never fuck with you again. Yo, we going to the strip club. Nah, I don't trust you niggas. Because if y'all really want to know, see, people be saying the things that stay open after 12 o'clock is legs in liquor stores. Nah, gangsters, we got another saying. You know what stay open after 11 o'clock? Murderers and thieves. See, the women thinking about they man fucking. Gangsters thinking about getting home. Murderers and thieves. Them stick-up kids, that's when them niggas play. That's where they play at. That's the stick-up kid's dream. Strip club, a club. Back in the days, we used to go to the tunnel. God forgive us for the things we used to do. That's a strip. What? People think it just be stripping going on in strip clubs. Allegedly. Be a bunch of shit going on in strip clubs. You got to start making different decisions. You got to start loving yourself because, number one, I used to grow up saying, yo, check this out. If we driving down the motherfucking car and the police pull up over and then they ask us who gun that is and both of us say that ain't our gun, we both going to jail. No, that's ignorance. If you get in my motherfucking car and you ask me for a ride, see, I ain't gonna care if you got your gun or not. You dig what I'm saying? Because they ain't got nothing to do with me. But if you got your gun, you might be hot. So if you hot, you could be a family or a friend member, but you know, disregarding that, you know, if a cop see you in my car, just because you hot, they might spin the motherfucking whip. So I'm telling you now, if they spin the whip and run the lights, bloop, 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 and then your gun is found, you got a minute to say, quote unquote, that's my gun. Because when the police say, whose gun is that? It's going to be like a Jeopardy question. Whose gun is that? Doom, 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 doom. You're going to have to press the button and go, mine's correct answer for 500, because I promise you, they can say whatever you want to say about Big Dice. If you do not take your charge, I will give you your charge. Because if it's me, I'm going to take my charge. You ain't never got to worry about that. There's rules to this shit. I'm not a fool. Don't never be more loyal to somebody else than you are to yourself. That's the first motherfucking rule of loving yourself. How could you be more loyal to someone else when it comes to stupidity, I mean? When it comes to stupidity, you mean to tell me they cool with you, but they ain't gonna tell the police that's their gun. But you they man, so you supposed to hold that down and don't tell. Fuck out of here. That's not telling. That's not telling. That ain't telling. That's taking accountability. That's taking accountability. And they got these kids fucked up because now the kids is taking accountability. They not telling on nobody. They feeling as though it's better to go take 10, 20, 30, 40 years for something they may not have been involved with because that's the G code now. The G code, that should stand for the goddamn dummy code. The goddamn dummy code. That's right, the G code, the goddamn dummy code. If you expect me to go down with you for whatever you did, minus me, how am I your man? Because when we was coming up, if we seen them cars link, I'd be like this, yo, check this out. Just get me to the corner and break the light. I'm about to jump out and run. What you get ready to run for? Because I'm dirty, my nigga. And I ain't going to let this shit fuck with you. This is a different type of era. I don't know about today. Niggas be like, yo, son, just break that corner for me before you pull over and I'm going to jump out and skirt. Today, niggas is taking out the gun and putting it under the driver's seat. That's his. Or taking the gun and putting it in the glove compartment. That's his. That's why I be saying maybe it's time to just start doing certain things, man. If you can't get a legal motherfucking gun, first of all, there are ways to get your record expunged. You're going to have to pay for it. But there are ways that you can get your criminal record expunged. If you feel as though that it's your need and your duty to carry a firearm, because I say more women should be involved with carrying firearms because it's some fucking weirdos in the street. Unfortunately, men, we always seem to have a firearm, even if we don't want no problems. But when it comes to women, I think y'all should always have a firearm, something on you. Fuck that stun gun bullshit. I know niggas that eat stun guns. Fuck all that. I'm talking about boom, 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 boom. Stop playing with me. You lay down. Stop. Ark G, salute. Brooklyn shit. He said, definitely your guy let you go. I'm dirty. Let me jump out. And they know you're not saying nothing. See, that's the difference. See, that's all just Brooklyn. We already knew that, your son. When you peel this corner, I'm out of here, son. Yo, who that was? That was my man. I picked him up. What's his name? His name is Flea. What's his real name? I don't know his real name. Fuck you mean that's your man? That's my man. Where he be at? Lincoln Terrace Park. What's my charge? What did he run for? We from the era we said, I don't know. Maybe he had a warrant or something. That's the era we from. The new era, his name is David Christian. He lives at 217 Wilshire Avenue, apartment 2B. His mom's works from 12 to 5 o'clock. His uncle lived with him. His grandmother's in the back room, but the gun is usually in the front by the couch. Our era, they era. That's why I'm not playing in this era, y'all. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all about loving yourself. The era we was in was dangerous. And goddamn it, we saw that we ain't love each other the way we was doing that shit. Killing each other over corners. Sneaking around the corner, selling our man's mothers crack. Selling my aunt crack. Selling my pops crack. That shit made us disregard the respect and the unity of our family for the monetary value of $1. She said facts, or post it on social media. He said they letting them know what time everybody home. His moms get home like about 5:30. His uncle out on parole. That's where his uncle paroled to. He might have a gun too. The grandmother, she ain't gonna never be dirty. She got an oxygen tank in the back room. They don't even care about her. This shit different. I'm so glad. But see, your art, Dog Soldier, we just came to this realization the other day. Miss Annette, Emmanuel, everybody that's in here that's of our age and our official, authentic era. Just like the old timers moved out the way for our time, it's time for us to move the fuck out the way because it's daytime. And they got a whole new set of rules. They're not loving each other. Drill music, at least when we was coming up, we had Ron Isley, Keith Sweat, 702, Sade, Anita Baker, Mary J. Blige, Patti LaBelle. They coming up with Chief Keef. Drill, 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 drill. They had us trying to make babies but be gangsters. They got these niggas trying to kill each other and say no more babies being made because they're going to jail for hundreds and hundreds of years. You'll notice that they sending our babies to jail at 23 and 24 and 27 for 50 years. See, they was talking about the crack epidemic. This is the era after the crack epidemic. Children. Like she said, this is the lost generation. Niggas is not playing. That's why I be laughing. Shout out to China for that. Niggas talking about, yo, son, we gonna be on the block. We gonna be on the block for what? To die? Or go to jail? You don't do blocks no more. We do backyards. We do convention centers. We rent halls now. We put our money together and we rent parks. We don't do corners anymore. You know what? Because that's part of loving each other and loving ourselves. I got so mad at China, he went to Brooklyn. He'll tell you. Him and rest in peace to Dread Compa. China out there chilling in Brooklyn. He live on the TV. He was like, yo, who talking about this I can't be in Brooklyn shit? He asked him how disgusting that shit made me so motherfucking mad. I'm in the chat talking about that nigga safe. Niggas know not to play because everybody know who was around him. But that's when China, I guess mine, he was going through something totally different when it came to his whole perception of life. He on YouTube banging, going crazy. You see the evolution? The evolution of man right in front of your face. He deserved to wear the crown when it comes to certain shit. It's as far as knowing how to maneuver, captivate the crowd, and get away from certain shit. That's why I laugh at the dudes. They come out and try to fake videos and they try to talk about the fake paperwork. If y'all fail to realize, China is connected to a lot of people, and it's all about entertainment. It's all about views when it comes to certain stuff. You just seen him do a show and he said China has a nervous breakdown. He said that about himself. Content, fun. And then when it's time to be serious, he dead serious. Loving himself. He know what he got to do. China ain't got, let me tell you something. China has to go to work, but he ain't got to go to work. That's all I got to say. He has to go to work. He ain't got to go to work. But when it comes to being a man and just saying one day, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to work. I'm going to love my family. I'm going to be in the goddamn house. I'm going to be too tired to run the street with them niggas. Because let me tell you something. When you go to work, you too tired to run the streets with niggas. I ain't going to lie to you. You are too tired to be running the street with niggas. The niggas that's supposed to be cool with you, y'all supposed to be on the phone, both relaxing, going, yo, them niggas killed me today at work. Nigga, I'm about to eat something and take my stupid ass to sleep. I'm going to try to watch this goddamn show, but I'm tired. Motherfucker with too much goddamn energy ain't doing nothing. I don't trust them type of niggas. I don't trust them type of niggas. Nigga, I'm not going nowhere. What you mean you want to hang out on Tuesday? For what? Taco Tuesday is over at late 10 o'clock. So by 8:30, 8:45, I'm on the way to the goddamn house, because if I went straight to Taco Tuesdays after work and I got off at 5 o'clock, I didn't get to Taco Tuesday till about 5:45, 5:50, damn near falling asleep driving to Taco Tuesday because I've been up since 5:30 in the motherfucking morning. What makes you think I want to hang out till 1, 2 o'clock in the goddamn morning? What makes you think that? That's ignorance. I've been down that road before. I've been down the road of arguing. And goddamn, why you got to be outside 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to me talking about shut the fuck up? You know I was outside 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because I was selling crack. That was the stupidest answer that I had all the time. You know what I was doing? I was getting that bag. And then the smartest answers would come back where I would take it as an insult. You got to be out there all night. You've been out there all day. And do you know what y'all women to say? Because y'all some slick mouth motherfuckers, but y'all try to do the shit conservatively, especially when y'all got some education to you. You know, this what your woman to say to you. Maybe you need to try to do something else. That don't seem like it's working. That'll make a nigga take a chair and throw it through the wall like James Evans on Good Times. You know when y'all say shit like that, well, you know, maybe what you doing ain't working. Because if when I left the house this morning at 7:30, you was getting up going outside, and you came home 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and you only made $98, this ain't it. Keisha, salute, girl. And you only made $98 and you say you hustling? This ain't it. I know motherfuckers that pick cans in Brooklyn. They take $300, $400, $500 a day. recycling cans. Facts. I did not know how that shit was going to blow back in the days. You know how many homeless people in Brooklyn right now are not homeless no more because of cans, recycling cans? These motherfuckers running around with shopping carts with 8 and 9 bags of recycled cans. And shout out to my nigga Baba, because he put me on to some shit. This nigga does recycled cans, take $400-$500 a day. Like he said, yo, Dice, I take $1,000 a motherfucking weekend, baby. And then he takes the tops off the cans and sells them to the hospital. Because if you take the tops off the cans and put them into the gallon jugs, the hospital buys them shits off you. So the nigga is taking the shit that you're supposed to pop open the metal can with on the top. He takes them off and puts them in motherfucking gallons and takes them to the hospital because they melt them down to make needles. They melt them down to make needles for hospitals. They transform that metal into needles and shit like that. That's a hustle. They're giving you $40 a motherfucking gallon that you fill up for tops. So niggas can't tell me niggas can't get no motherfucking money. It's just niggas don't love themselves enough to get no money. That was a homeless person's dream. You mean to tell me you're walking through the street and unfortunately it's times when you got to look through garbage cans for something to eat. And because of the clutter of the bottles and the cans, they said, you know what? We're going to put a label on this that says 5 cents refund if you bring them back to recycle. When it comes to recycling the aluminum foil, when it comes to recycling the plastic bottles. Do you know what people get? You know niggas is getting money doing that shit? But niggas talking about what they can't do. Then a lot of niggas say, yo, well, fuck this. I can't fill out a job application. That's the second lie. That's the second lie. Because now most employers have somebody that will vividly sit down and go over the shit with you. That's the second lie. And then a lot of times when you fill out applications now, you have to do it over the line. So if you can't do it, you have to have somebody that will assist you. If they see, let me tell you something, if somebody see you really wanting to change your motherfucking life, they'll take 20 minutes, 30 minutes out of their busy life schedule to make sure that you have an appropriate application. So the rest, the only thing you got to do is go to the interview and sell yourself to be the best motherfucking addition to their company. This is game I'm giving you. That's about loving your fucking self. As opposed to going out there getting a 7 and trying to hit the block and praying that 5 people be loyal to you because you got a good piece of cocaine. This is facts. It's always a better piece of coke in the street. Ain't no such thing as loyalty when it comes to a goddamn junkie. Ain't no such thing as loyalty when it comes to a motherfucking junkie. A person with an addiction, ain't no loyalty with that shit, man. But it always got to come back to loving yourself. Discipline, dedication, and determination. You got to. All this shit that's we being seen and doing, I'm noticing people not loving themselves because people not knowing their worth and they settling. They settling for disrespect. I was in a chat the other day. My man Will Illy was in the same chat. Shout out to Chilling with Love. I seen somebody in the chat say something that was so disrespectful to me, it offended me. Me, the one that they say supposedly don't, it offended me so bad, I just felt as though I'm like, why didn't this person get shot? Bloom, why they didn't get blown out? But then I had to think about it. Some people accept certain things. You know what I learned about Chilling with Love? Shout out to Chilling with Love. Woman got a good heart on her. The curse of a Virgo is who we open our hearts to. This is some deep shit. I'm gonna tell you some real deep shit about a Virgo. The ones that we open our hearts to. See, we have a tendency to willingly open our hearts to the ones that prove relentlessly that they do not respect us. Because we're nurturing people and we try to save people. We try to just over-advocate your importance, your worth, and how you don't have to be like that. Some people misconstrue it as foolishness. No, that's just our heart. But the people that genuinely love us, we're terrified to love. Lansky, salute, I see you. The ones that genuinely love us, we are so terrified to love because, you know, once we love them, if something go wrong, I don't know how it's going to affect her. I know what it's going to do to me. See, knowing yourself and understanding what self-love is can be painful too. Now, let me give you this word. It can also be painful too. After Snow Aguilera give y'all this work, we're going to break that down. Smash that like button. Fan YouTube usage. Smash that like button, y'all.
Baby, till my whole life has changed since you came in. I know right then.
Hit that like button. Grown folks conversation.
Special one, baby. Oh, you. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say. It's not that I don't want you here. Yeah. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear.
Smash that like button, y'all. Grown folks.
I fall for you every time. We can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I wanna hear is in the visions I replay.
Go listen to this
Sit
girl.
right
Her
next
heart's
to
beautiful.
you.
Big Dice, stand there.
I try not to show how I feel about you. Think you wish you would, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away and sit right next to you. I don't wanna kiss you, yet I just wanna feel you. Feel you.
Hit that like button, y'all.
I want you around. I want you around. I want you around. I want you around. Yeah. Say. Come through, I think I need you here. Yeah.
Grown folks.
I swear it's hard to keep these feelings to myself.
Pure
Now
talent.
you're the one I'm thinking of.
Pure talent.
My higher ground, my rocket love.
Pure talent.
Fuck gravity, I'd rather stay up here. Cause we can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I wanna hear is in the visions on replay. And sit right next to you.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Christ, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Now let's get to that painful self-love. Now, if you love yourself too much and you're afraid to take a chance, you can destroy yourself. You can literally destroy yourself. You know why? Because it's topsy-turvy. Sometimes they say it's better to try something and fuck up and fail than to not attempt something and to have that shit run across your mind for the rest of your life. What if? That makes sense? But then some people say, if they lock in with somebody and they say it's forever and then something go wrong, because, you know, nowadays, not all people, but the high majority of self-love is so low, people are not looking for ways to work relationships out. They're looking for ways to get away from them. It's no more sitting down, yo, talk to me, what's going on? Now it's we talking to my man, yo, this bitch bugging. Fuck this broad, I'm about to get the fuck away from her. Shorty was eyeing me. Or she talking to your homegirls. I'm tired of this nigga. He been running his motherfucking mouth too much. Fuck this nigga. He said, so much sense. What is can be real hurtful. My man said, have you ever been hurt before? Had you ever? Shit. Man, listen. Overcoming hurt. I've been hurt a couple of times, but it's like, I don't think people really understand by that. Some people be like, have I been hurt by a woman? No. No. Some people say, oh, she hurt me. Or some people say, he hurt me. Nah, I ain't never been hurt over no woman. But I have been hurt and disappointed over a situation that went totally wrong. To me, that's the difference. To me, it's the difference. Because when you get to the fact that you hurt over a man or you hurt over a woman, you still not loving yourself. And I ain't never really had that problem. But what's disappointing and hurtful is some of the trust that's been broken. Don't mean it was done intentionally. It just was done. It just was done. Will I ever overcome that? I don't think so. Just me speaking. I'm too paranoid. Number one, I got a great sign, but I got a fucked up sign too. See, the sign with a Virgo is loving, caring, loyal to the end, but then we think too motherfucking much. They got some signs that's just goofy as a motherfucker. I ain't one of them shits. I will think about the way, why did they put black lettering on this sign that says Deli and Grocery at 188 Utica Avenue? I will think about why didn't they draw some more graffiti, right? My mind is just too analytical, and that's one of my problems. Willie said, do you believe in second chances? Oh, what Allah's will is Allah's will. But before the second chance could even be reconsidered, I think both people need to sit down and really talk about what initially broke up the bond and initiate how both people felt about that so that will never erupt again, because the second time it could be real fucked up to a person's spirit. See, now if you separate from somebody and then by the grace of Allah, you get back to that person. I can tell you this from experience right now. It's very dangerous because you don't want a double verse of pain. You don't want a double verse of pain, in my opinion, because some people love for the day. Some of us love forever and a day. You see, some people be like, yo, I love you forever. Nah, we love you forever in a day. See, forever is short compared to when somebody really, really love you. Forever ain't even long enough. You see them old timers said, nigga, I'm going with you to the afterlife. You ain't gonna never get away from me. Forever is corny. You dig what I'm saying? But I do believe in second chances. But I know that a second chance can destroy you. Especially when you're the person that gave the second chance. Now, see, there's a difference if you are the person that hurt somebody and you're forgiven. You're still up. You're still up because you know you hurt somebody, but they said, fuck it, they're giving you a chance. Now, check this out. When you're on the receiving side, when you was hurt the first time, and now you're giving somebody a second chance that initially hurt you, that's a double hurt. That shit is dangerous. That shit can fuck your life up. That shit can fuck your life up. Not to the fact where you want to harm nobody, but to the rest of your life, you can harm yourself. You can develop certain anxieties with social disorders. Now you don't even want to meet no motherfucking body. Stay the fuck away from me. Stay the fuck away from me. Something about you can ready to do it. She said, chronic overthinking can be crippling. Something I'm personally working on. That paranoia holds on. Yeah, that's a fact. But second chances, tell you the truth, love is real love. Because sometimes when you're younger, and I'm not talking about in age, when you're younger in maturity, you know, God just give you a little sample of what you could have. But then when your maturity level gets to the equal level where y'all both seeing each other like a straight arrow, like 2:45 or 6 o'clock, I think the reward would be like beautiful, like overwhelming. That's rare. But that's really has to do with loving yourself. Some people say they'll never forgive somebody for hurting them. I never forgive somebody for betraying me. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. Hurting me and betraying me is two different things. Now, if you betrayed me, ooh, kid, you're invisible. And I still wish you the best. But when you betray somebody, they haunt you, especially when you know they meant you no harm. That's what happened to me and people on YouTube. People on YouTube shot at me, didn't even know me, just shot at me because of false things that happened with somebody that y'all don't no longer see on YouTube. He's gone. He planted that seed, fucked us up, got exposed. Shout out to my man, Liddy. He's gone. YouTube. Congregations of people. You know what? The old timers told me when they start teaming up against you, that means you're doing it right. That means you're doing it right. I stand on law. I'm not bending. I'm not folding. Baby Grizz, salute. I'm not bending. I'm not folding. This time I'm walking with God, Allah, whichever way y'all want to see it. I call it as an acronym, gaining one's definition. Allah is arm, leg, arm, supreme head. But that's who I'm doing it for now. A lot of niggas is doing it for them and doing it for them and doing it for them. And I'm not doing it for y'all no more. That's what got me in trouble. Doing it for her or doing it to prove something to him or doing it to prove something to myself. Nah, I'm proving shit to God now. So whoever ain't with it, I respect it. I pray for your soul. Because mine ain't for sale. Never have been. And I ain't never want no weak niggas around me. I guess that's why we was always victorious. Shout out to the team. They know who they are. See, I noticed when you engulf yourself with a bunch of niggas that's getting high where I was coming from, that means you wanted to appear the most dominant, the most strong, the most prolific. See, where I came from, the whole team was fly. Ain't no such thing as one of us. We all fly. If you got on a Fila suit, I got on a Fila suit. If you got on a Guess jean suit, I got on a Guess jean suit. If you got a scooter, I got a scooter. If you got a whip, I got a whip. We all got money. See, when we was coming up, we ain't care about pitching. See, a lot of niggas, they ain't really put that work in when it came to standing on that block, allegedly, and going hand to hand and dipping and diving when it came to the thieves and the police. I can say I have. That's a different era. This is the era of giving people things, praying that they don't run off with your drugs. When we was coming up, we got out there and worked our shit. Only child, salute. We worked our shit. See, that's why we built better rapport with each other, and we knew who was who, and we knew who was gonna tell, and we knew who wasn't gonna tell. Because the niggas that was like, yo, I ain't gonna do that shit. You know the precinct is right there. You gonna tell. You know I got some Le Card Sportif. Come on, brother. All them niggas talking about, yo, the precinct right there, Dice. You gonna tell. Your application has been denied. You gonna tell. Yo, but what if the police come? All them type conversations, you niggas is police. See, it was certain things and certain mannerisms we had with ourselves. Niggas used to be like, yo, fuck the police. When NWA came out, we was saying that shit like we was from the West Coast. Fuck the police. That's when you knew niggas was official. When you heard niggas playing that shit and they called, fuck the police. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck the police. They used to be playing that shit on Lincoln and Troy, Schenectady and Sterling, St. John's and Utica, Prospect and Utica. Fuck the police. And we was right down the block from the 77 precinct. Grizz will tell you. These is facts. All them other niggas, we wasn't around. Now that's why, yo, Grizz, I'm trying to tell him, yo, Jeezy, I'm trying to tell him. And Jeezy is a young soul. Jeezy been here before. Jeezy is young, but he's a soul from somewhere else. Because he come from a different, you know, etiquette, moral, integrity, principle, self-respect, self-love, you know, loyalty, honor, you know what I'm saying? Humbleness, accountability. See, them is certain characteristics. This new era ain't giving a fuck about, y'all. We can't keep blending ourselves in with the people that got their own era. Like, it's time for us to move out the way, Grizz. They got that shit. They got that shit. They got that shit. Like with Liddy. Everybody went at Liddy because in our morale, you know, taping a phone call, screenshot and shit, that's whole shit, you know? Like, that's where we from. But hold, check this out. In this day and era, it's fucked up that the honor and the integrity of a solid dude got to be upheld with pictures and recordings. I'm so glad I'm from our era, Grizz. I'm from the era where you can get a fair one. Like, all jokes aside, I'm from the era where nigga be like, yo, hold my gun. Yo, why you running your mouth and go in your mouth? Niggas ain't got it unless you jump a nigga. See, y'all niggas got the game fucked up. A lot of niggas run around jumping niggas. That shit'll get you murdered when I was coming up. Now, you jump a nigga? If you jump a nigga where I come from, that's a violation, man. That's a cold-blooded violation right there. See, this new game, I got to respect it. That's y'all game. That's y'all game. See, the old timers, we got to start loving ourselves before we can love anything else. Shout out to Dog Soldier, like he said, certain things we just can't do no more, Grizz. Like we just can't do this shit no more because, like you said, the honor that we had, that shit is gone. That shit is gone. You see what Keisha said? Yo, nobody could touch her on Utica Avenue. Nobody. Nobody could touch her son on Utica Avenue. Nobody. My name is Law. I don't know what this YouTube shit y'all niggas got, but really when it come to being outside or my era, when I got to walk through certain walks and trials and tribulations, I graduated with flying colors. I made the honor roll when it came to this street shit. These is facts. So all this shit niggas is talking about, I don't know. That's why I'm noticing I'm flunking out of class. See, they had us studying for something else when we was coming up, but now the test that they giving us, we don't know the answers to. But I promise you, y'all would not know the answers to our questions either. That's his mom's. Chill, leave that shit alone. We from that era. I don't give a fuck how bad you want the nigga. He's standing with his moms, leave him alone. He with his baby moms, he with his daughters, with his son, yo, leave the nigga alone. We had a thing with mercy. Even though we wanted to tear your ass up, it was a certain grace and mercy gangsters kept. Like my grandmother said, when you show mercy on people, you know mercy gets to be shown back on you. That's a fact. Back in the days, we ran from other people's mothers. If they thought that they saw us somewhere smoking reefer or with a beer or seen us cutting school, pew! Now, our kids are showing the respect, but they're showing the disrespect because this is what level of respect is shown. Now, they're walking up and saying, hey, Miss Johnson, and helping her with the bags, but they're not putting the spliff down. They're still smoking the spliff. They'll carry the bags, but they'll pop pills right in front of Miss Johnson now. See, because this is the level of respect that was shown to them. See, the intentions override the actions. The intentions override the actions. These is facts. Your first intention must be to love yourself. Before that, I was wrong. Your first intention must be to love God. Once you love God, I swear to God, it's like a certain aura that's going to come over you. I don't give a fuck whether you're a gangster or not. Gangsters pray too. Don't let niggas fool you. A lot of the Hispanic communities, Dominicans, the Santa Marias, don't let people play. They have a higher power that they pray to. Because it was about respect when we was coming up. You had to have that certain respect for yourself. Like, you know, a filthy nigga in the street, he'll walk up to you and say everything. Yo, son, stop running your mouth. Let me hold $2. But a dude in the street that's known to be fly or prestigious, of some character or of some great leadership qualities, you would have to make yourself known before you even said something to him. Excuse me, can I talk to you for a minute? See, it's a difference. It's really, really a difference. Like, some niggas been around niggas that always talk to them. I was around niggas that knew if it wasn't of importance, don't talk to me. If you're not family, don't talk to me. If you ain't my man, don't talk to me. Totally unapproachable. So I had to understand this new era today is a more friendly and tricky era. Too tricky for me because I ain't got no time for the games. Because if I might make a mistake and hurt something by mistake because I misconstrue something. That's why I don't play with people, kids. That's why I don't play with people, children. Because I be done made a mistake and said, oh shit, my fault. And then feel bad I done did something that I misconstrued because I don't understand. That's why I don't be moving and vibing with everybody, my nigga. Everybody ain't supposed to be around you. That's another sign of loving yourself. If you know your homegirl ain't shit, chill with her in the motherfucking house. Don't be running around with her because you're going to be labeled as shit. If you know your man ain't shit and he grimy, unless you're trying to be grimy with him, I ain't lying. It's a bunch of niggas that's on some Batman cops. I ain't on that shit no more. I'm too old for this shit. I'm definitely of too much age to be sitting around, running around, talking that goofy shit that I don't live. I'd rather keep it peaceful on some calm shit. It can get wild, it can get violent, but that shit don't mean nothing. I love myself more now. I love myself more now to avoid certain things that I would quickly ran to back in the days. The ignorance that I used to possess. Now it's intelligence over ignorance. That's my new motto, y'all. Before you said my name, I pull up. That's in the street. This ain't no YouTube shit. Probably flood your block and get at your girl. Allegedly. Probably make the niggas on the block that used to idolize you all your life hate you because the numbers was better. Facts. Cloth shit. Certain niggas wouldn't even understand what I'm saying. Oh, that's what he was charging you? Well, this is what I'm giving it to you for. And niggas bring their money, hold your money, nigga. Hold up, you giving this shit to us on the face? Yep. Yep. The nigga was charging you $8.50 a zip. I got him for $6. I don't even want your money. I just want you to keep this, and I'm gonna give you some butter. That's straight tan, allegedly. I just need to know where he at, who got the guns on the block, and who in alliance with him. We ain't fucking with that nigga no more. He used to always think he was like that. Fuck that nigga. He was starving niggas out, telling niggas he ain't have no work and all that bullshit. Telling niggas he only had balls and he only had sevens, overcharging us, charging us $225 and $250 for the balls. I'm from that era. Play with me, nigga. You selling balls for $250? I got the whole 28, nigga, for $6. Whew. Excuse me. My fault. Allegedly. Educational purposes only. Forgive me. Forgive me. I just get spirits sometimes. Forgive me. Forgive me for that, y'all. I just remember when we just had a different, beautiful vibe. The gangsters loved themselves, man. We loved each other and we loved ourselves. Motherfuckers that they ain't loving themselves no more. It's being shown, it's being displayed. Miss Miyagi said, from the intentions of your heart to be spat out your mouth. Something in that form. And that shit was truth. She said, if you really want to know who what a motherfucker heart, this was meant what I got from it. You really want to know a motherfucker heart, listen to how he speaks. Listen to what comes out of his fucking mouth. Because I be hearing some evil shit. I remember I got accused of calling somebody a devil. Shout out to Sonny Blanco. I hope he all right because I haven't been seeing him go live. I never called Sonny Blanco no devil. I actually was giving Sonny Blanco props that he didn't understand because he was caught up. Well, we were caught up with this dumbass YouTube shit. See, what I was saying about Sonny Blanco was that the importance that I seen in him as a man, the importance that I see in him as a man, it just confused me that he would even partake in certain situations. But then I had to recognize something. I had to think back to what Compa told me. Rest in peace to the dread. He said, yo, mind your fucking business, Dice. Compa taught me that shit. One of the deepest things he told me. He said, yo, mind your business, Dice. You can't be telling these niggas what the fuck to do on their platform. He said, yo, worry about what the fuck you doing on your platform. And that be that. That's some of the realest game he told me, see, because the truth hurts your feelings. Shout out to Dog Soldier. He said some deep shit today. He screamed out Roski. He said, yo, tell you the truth, from now on, Roski, I will no longer make any comments towards you or your actions. Grown man shit. He said, I'm listening, watching the show. I'm in the show. He said, because tell you the truth, real G shit. He said, whatever you doing is your business. He said, it's really not none of my business. But see, when people fail to realize when you're an elder and you have a purity in your heart where you try to guide people, like we the shepherds. Like you see, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green paths, restoreth my soul. The shepherd, the rod and my staff will comfort me. You know, when you're a shepherd, you know, sheeps, they walk with their head down grazing, but they walk in comfort because the shepherd is walking with that staff. And the staff is hitting the ground. So when the staff is hitting the ground, it's a tremble that shifts to the earth that lets the sheep know the straight line to walk in, that they are safe. But the minute that shepherd stops tapping that ground, them sheep pick their head up. That's an automatic sign that it's time for you to be aware. Something might be endangering in your area. He said, dudes tried to clown me for going to work every day. These clowns still pushing the same 8-ball from 9/11. Done retired from corporate America after 30 years. Ain't that gangster? That's a fact. And shout out to Open Minded, because I never forget what he said the other day. To be 52 years old and never have had a handcuff put on him. Let me tell you something, how blessed you are. Because I still remember the first time a handcuff was put on me. That shit follows you the rest of your life. I remember the first time a handcuff was ever put on me, and I was a baby. That shit is real fucked up. It's fucked up when you got to drive your car and then everything is right about your car. But the minute you see a cop or a state trooper or a sheriff or something like that behind you, it's just an anxiety that overwhelms you like, damn, is this nigga gonna fuck with me? And you ain't did nothing wrong. That's a fucked up way to live. That's a fucked up way to live. Insurance is right. No tickets, no warrants, nothing pertaining to no criminal activity. You're just driving. You even doing cruise control. You got, if the motherfucker is 60, you got that bitch set at 63. State trooper get behind your ass. You get to shaking like a stripper. That's a fucked up way to live. It's a fucked up way to live. You ain't even did nothing, as opposed to when we was young and was riding around allegedly with all the work, all the guns, no seatbelt on, seeing the police smoking weed. Fuck the police. Ready for that confrontation. Growing up ready to bang out with the fucking police. Boy, I pray and I thank God for my grandmother, because they say when you got a grandmother that pray for you, you got years added on to your life. And my grandmother told me this from the day I can hear her speak. She said, baby, I prayed for you before you got here. She said, I prayed for you before you got here, baby. My grandmother was proud of me. I was a spoiled bastard. See, and that's why I laugh, because God has chose me, because number one, unfortunately, some people have families that they came to that they went through some horrific things. God put me in a family that loved me so much, I was a spoiled little bastard. These is facts. I was so fucking spoiled. My grandparents had their own house, and I was mad. I remember getting into an argument with my grandfather talking about why we don't live in the projects. That nigga liked to curse my face off. I'm like, yo, why we gotta live in this building? Why we ain't in the projects with my friends? You see what Grizz said? No license plates. If you really was outside, you had a fake Philadelphia driver's license or a fake Florida driver's license. Am I lying, Grizz? If you really was outside back then, you had $500 for ID. One of them was from Philadelphia. One of them was from Florida. Then them shits went to $1,000. Yo, dog, am I lying? It's a fact. It was PA and Florida. Fake license. Them shits was cash money. Facts. And that said, or Jersey dice. Don't forget Jersey. See, I ain't see the Jersey ones. I had a Philly and I had a Florida. I ain't gonna front, and them shits was solid gold, man. Them shits was solid gold. When them shits went up to $1,000, I finally just went and got me a permit. And then I drove for about 8 years with a permit. That's some funny ass shit. Driving a farm with a permit. These are different eras, man. Dog Soldier said, sounds about right, allegedly. But we still loved ourselves. That was the only way we knew how to love ourselves. See, now we know how to love and appreciate ourselves. It's the appreciation part. The appreciation part. Emmanuel said the trick to have the out-of-state license plates and tag. Yeah, them VA plates. Them Virginia plates, them Philadelphia, them Florida, them shits was bogus. Keisha said, allegedly. She said, Mr. Ness said, I went to Jersey and gave him an address 2 blocks away. Facts. Don't y'all know the blessings that we got through? Look at that. You got a woman in here. You got women in here that know about that era, that been in that era. If y'all knew about Keisha Brothers and them, if you knew who she was raised, anyway, I don't get into shit like that. Because if one of y'all play with her, I'm going to find you and play with y'all. But you see, we got women that's more accountable when it comes to credibility over dudes on that's supposed to be representations of how it used to be. And that's no disrespect to the women. I take my hats off to y'all, but we're in a sad space. You see what Grizz said, allegedly, Bedford Avenue Insurance, allegedly. The weirdo game. It's not loving yourself. I'll tell you something. If anybody paying attention to this, if you love yourself and you're a father or your husband or your wife or your niece or your uncle or your nephew or your brother, really love yourself, you're supposed to love your family. Especially y'all that still have family members physically here. You see how they've been picking minds away, but tell you the truth, when it came to my Aunt Christine, I guess God, you know what I'm saying, got tired of just giving us an extension on her. You know, it's like we just kept getting the extension on her beautiful soul. Like, chill, God. Don't fuck with her now. And shout out to my cousin Wanda. When I say shout out to Wanda McDowell, that girl did what she was supposed to do. And my Uncle Thurman is still here. Shout out to my Uncle Thurman. I ain't want to talk about him when he was trying to eat his food and all that, because it was a funny joke for me, but it was a sad occasion. But they said my Uncle Thurman enjoyed that chicken so bad, he was sitting there just going crazy. Like, after like everything he's sitting down eating, he fucked that chicken up. Shout out to my Uncle Thurman. All jokes aside. But when it came to my Aunt Christine, they did their thing. When you see somebody that physically loves on their parents the way that they're supposed to. Because you see, when we're coming up, you know, our parents, they got to change our Pampers. When we're coming up, our parents, they got to feed us. They're responsible for washing our clothes, for keeping us clean, for protecting us from everything because we're feeble. But then you got to pay attention, y'all. So y'all that got y'all parents, there might be a time that you might have to do everything they did for you. That's called the essence of life. That's an unconditional love. I was honored to bathe my grandfather. I remember one time my grandfather was in the towel. I tell y'all, it's no lies. I don't know if I tell y'all this story. My grandfather got so old, he was kind of nervous about, you know, getting in and out of the shower, because he had slipped one time, and then he wasn't as strong as he used to be because he used to go to the dialysis machine 3 times a week. So my grandmother had actually came to North Carolina because of a funeral, and I had the honor of holding my grandfather down while my mom's was at work, because this was during the summer, so I wasn't in school. So one day I was giving my grandfather, helping him to the bathroom and giving him a bath. So he's like, Damon, I came and got him, so I helped him up. And then he started crying. I'm like, Pop, what's wrong? He was like, yo, I don't feel like a man. You dig what I'm saying? Because you got to clean my ass. You got to clean my shit. He just started flipping. So God just hit me with my gift of making people laugh. So I say, yo, Pop, do me a favor. Calm down for a minute. But it is something I've been meaning to ask you, man. Because since I've been bathing, I noticed something bathing you. I've been noticing something about you. He said, boy, I ain't got no time to be playing. I said, well, do me a favor. When you write out your will, because you're making it seem like you're about to die, leave me your dick, nigga. Yo, my grandfather laughed so goddamn hard, y'all. See, these is memories that are priceless. Because it's going to get to a time when you're going to have to comfort your parent like they comforted us. Remember when we was We done shitted on ourselves in that pamper. We done peed on ourselves, and they come talking about calm down, doo-doo head. I got you. And they get that pamper off you. They put that warm water on you. They wash you. You dig what I'm saying? They put that baby powder on you. They put that fresh motherfucking pamper on you. Do you understand the assurance that was created and the bond that was created when that whole experience happened? So just imagine the assurance and the bond that gets deeper with you and your parents before it's time for them to get on that flight and go home. See, these was honors of mine. See, niggas got so many stories about who they killed. Tell me who the fuck you ever helped. Matter of fact, this is the real one. I can say this. Tell me how many niggas you stopped from going to kill a nigga. I ain't talking about a nigga that's running his fucking mouth. I'm talking about, tell me how many niggas that you convinced, and I ain't never got paid on no motherfucking hotline. You see, they got them hotlines for where you can call in and feel certain things. You want to kill somebody or kill yourself. I ain't never been that type of nigga, but tell me one time you stopped a murderer from going to kill somebody. Tell me one time you took a gun out of a murderer's hand and say, yo, let that shit go, boy.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here.
That's a cold-blooded fact. The circle of life is a beautiful thing, he said. Will Illy said, good question. It's a fact. Ain't too many niggas can say that shit. I can. I bet you Miss Annette can say that. I know Keisha can say that. How many times that you, I know Grizz can say that. I know Dog Soldier can say that. I know FTC can say that. I know City Bama can say that. I know Always the Queen can say that. I know Carice can say that. How many people y'all know that can productively say, yo, I encourage and influence somebody to spare someone's life? That's facts. I ain't never been around Miss Annette. Just from her conversation, I could told y'all that. It's certain things that if you really was around, there's certain people that you just really was around. Because when it came to disrespect in our era, that shit cost you your life. The slightest disrespect cost you your life because niggas love theyself. Like, how dare you talk to me like that, pussy? I know niggas that got killed for trying to talk to niggas' girls. Facts! Ain't get no pussy. The chick said no and niggas is dead. Who? He did what? Oh, word? To some people, they'd be like, that's totally ignorant. But it depends on how you came up. I know it's ignorant to a person that never's been through the disrespect and the motherfucking atrocities that we had to overcome in the hood. I know that shit is ignorant to them, but to us, that shit is something different. You don't play with people. You don't fuck with a nigga name. Like, you don't do certain shit like that, like without a consequence. I'm not saying what you not gonna do, but I'm telling you, like, it was time niggas be like, yo, I'll punch you in your face. I never tell a person what they not gonna do to me. My thing is, what happens after you punch me in my face? Fuck, I look like telling you you're not gonna punch me in my face. You could have the heart of minds, or maybe the heart, maybe a more ferocious heart. But let me ask you something. The movie, see, a lot of people, they got the director's edition. I got the full editor's cut. See, the director's edition is what the director felt as though the movie that should be protected to the world for the first amount of income. But the full edition of the movie, these are the parts motherfuckers didn't see. I am in destiny and fate of that. What means I'm not going to tell you you won't punch me, but what happens after you put your hands on? You'd be a fool to tell a nigga, he'd be like, yo, I'll punch you in your face. Be like, no, you won't. Shit. I done told niggas, y'all about to, boop. But see, the thing is, what's going to happen after you put your hands on somebody? Or what's going to happen after you put your hands on me? Whew. You see, and that's a woman. You see, that's a woman telling you that shit. You see what Keith said exactly. You see what Miss Annette said. You see what she said, right? Then what you think happens to that? You see what Always a Queen said? Facts. I ain't saying what you ain't gonna do, but I promise you this one. Your edition of the movie ain't the one I got. Your ending is not the ending I got. That's why you got to learn to get away. If you really love yourself, you got to learn to get away from them type of people. Always the Queen, since she's been around and she was introduced to me to somebody that I don't fuck with. But when I say Always the Queen has been a factor in my life, like as far as friendship, mothership, like check you OG shit, y'all can't touch her. That's the godmother. I've been claimed that. Just like Miss Pam is the godmother of the Nile River. These is elder shit. Miss Annette, these is godmother statues. You dig what I'm saying? But Always the Queen, our relationship is different. Like, I know she got my best interest in heart. You dig what I'm saying? That's why nobody can tell me nothing about her. That's like Keish. Nobody can tell me nothing about her. I tell you, that's when you're not loving yourself. When you start listening to people telling you shit about people that you should already know. That's when the game is fucked up. If you got a motherfucker talking to you, talking about this person was talking about you, I'm telling you, they were talking about you too. If a person really fuck with you, you'll be like, yo, the motherfucker tried to say this, and you stop them. Don't let these people fool you. Don't let these people fool you. And when it comes to Always the Queen, her loyalty is different. That's some different shit. And that's a compliment. Because real gonna recognize real, and the truth always gonna stand out. And she ain't in no messy shit. Never in no messy shit. Like I said with the situation with Sonny Blanco, when I was talking about that spirit that's running around on YouTube, the devil, and he thought I called him the devil. I'm saying it again. Shout out to Sonny Blanco. I never called him the devil. I called him this. I said it's a bad spirit that I seen on him, because the conversations that me and that brother had on the phone outside of YouTube, great conversations, nothing pertaining to YouTube. I'm just talking about two minds alike building, the times when he came on the show and we've built about certain things. That's a fact. And we know the same people. That's the crazy part about it. I just felt as though that when it came to certain shows, if I'm going to do a show about somebody where it might hurt them, you did something that upset me or hurt me. I'm not just going to do a show and say, well, you know what? Hashtag Always a Queen, hashtag Annette, and just start talking about what they may have went through on YouTube, because I want a bunch of y'all people to come in and know their business to make my channel grow. I just didn't really appreciate that. That's just it. But once again, I got to go back to what Compa told me. Mind my motherfucking business. Who am I to tell myself how to stop that man from his income? Even if it may seem offensive to me. Who the fuck am I to tell that man what he shouldn't say? Like he said, yo, word up, G's, once it hit the internet, it's fair game. But see, the rapport that I had with him, I thought that we were building a rapport to a different type of understanding that maybe would have been a great friendship, where if it was vice versa and he would have said, yo, Dice, check this out, I'd appreciate it if you left me out of that segment. The first thing I'd have did was, yo, matter of fact, I'm going to the edit board right now. I'm about to erase your name and do the motherfucking avatar again. Peace, beloved. I ain't even know I offended you. I'm just doing it for entertainment. I can't knock him for that. I just know who I am and how I handle things, especially if I fuck with you. But then I had to learn this too. There's a degree of levels of how people fuck with you. What made me pay attention to the whole scenario is I can't get mad at him because of things that he has went through on YouTube with people targeting him for certain things. I don't know about this stuff because I don't be in these chats. Like I said, if I pop into your chat and then I hear the same energy, I'm gone. But if you got some shit that's real intriguing, that might come with a little bit of bullshit or nonsense, I'm fuck around with you. I'm just not gonna type. But I don't want to hear nobody going at each other, especially if it just don't make sense to me. It's kind of weird. But like I said, that spirit is dangerous. Loving yourself is avoiding the spirit. Everybody got demons. I do. That's why they call your demons, and mine's is called my demons. Everybody got them. We have to learn to control them, and it starts by telling yourself every day how important you are. That's the first thing. You got to stop avoiding that mirror. You got to look yourself in the face and know when you're being a piece of shit. Then you got to correct the ways of being a piece. If you're telling yourself you know you're a piece of shit, you got to work on that first because somebody else know it. Some people just don't want to tell you that you really be moving like a fucking sucker. But if you're looking at yourself and analyzing yourself as a person, male or female, and you saying, well, you know that shit is fucked up what you're doing, that's the first way to correcting yourself. It's the first way to correcting yourself. Even if you're not running to tell nobody, I found out that this is what I be doing that's on some bullshit. I'm going to work on that shit. That's bullshit. Just do it. Just do it. Stop calling people to talk to them about things that you think that you should do with your life. I'm telling y'all stop doing that shit because y'all getting fucked up advice because it ain't their life. Because instead of us doing what we supposed to do, like, for example, what would you do? When you ask somebody what would you do nowadays, you do what they said they would do. That totally disregards what your heart is. Sometimes you just got to go ahead and do it and then get to it. Fuck it. I felt like Johnny Cochran just now. Because a lot of times when you talk to people about your motherfucking dreams, they usually put an obstacle in front of you, man. Because your dreams usually exceed theirs because of the self-hate that they have towards themselves. These is facts. That's why I don't be talking to motherfuckers, because niggas is too wicked. And if you always got some evil shit going on in your life, you're doing something wrong. I don't want to talk to you. Because the shit fucks my spirit up if I fuck with you. If you going through something with somebody hurting you and I can't hurt them, that shit bothers my goddamn stomach. That's just who I am. Because if I'm worrying about what I'm going through and then I'm worried about what you're going through and I'm worrying about what I'm going through and I'm worried about what you're going through and I can be dealing with and working on the things that I'm going through, but I can't assist you with the things that I think need to be assisted with you, what you're going through, that should drive me in fucking insane. It'll have me in a hospital. See what Only Child said? Every day of waking is a chance to improve something within yourself. And everyone can't handle your dreams, is what Keith said. That's a cold-blooded fact. Well, I took up enough of your time. I'm going to go holler at my cousins that I do like in my family before they leave because they're getting on the road this afternoon and going back to their parts. One going back to Maryland, a couple going back to Atlanta, 2 going to Jersey. And my cousin Deborah, she coming from Cincinnati. Go fuck with them a little while because I'm coming back in the crib because the heat is on slavery. And the second game of the finals is coming on tonight also. Like I said, before you love anything else, love God. Before anything else, love God. Another day alive, another day free. That's the motive. Another day alive. Like another day alive, you get a chance to better yourself from the day before. Start looking in the mirror more, telling yourself, I know I ain't perfect, but I ain't the devil. That's a fact. Thank you. I appreciate that too, Only Child. She said traveling mercy to them. See that? Only Child, I thought you was crazy. I ain't gonna front. I said, we just got a motherfucking support over here that's goddamn crazy, but you know what? She ain't insane, so we got to rock with her. But then I started listening to certain things she said. She's not crazy. She's guarded. She's guarded. All jokes aside, she's guarded, y'all. Love you more. She's really guarded. She ain't crazy. I gotta fuck with her. Thank you, Miss Annette. Word up. Word up. She ain't crazy. She just ain't with the bullshit. But if she fuck with you, she fuck with you. Because she's to pop up like somebody that be shoplifting. You know how them shoplifters used to do back in the days? They'd be like, yo, this store right here is sweet, but you can't go in there every motherfucking week, y'all. You got to rock them niggas like on a Monday, then you got to wait like 2 or 3 weeks. The old security guard, when he go to lunch, blow their head off and steam out the back door. She like an old school shoplifter. She know when to go. Because she used to come and pop up and be like, hold up, let me see what this crazy nigga talking about. Let me see what the fuck this crazy nigga talking about. Let me see. She said, oh, I say something like, hello, chat. You know, she was on some bougie shit, you know. You know how she bougie and shit. I know she bougie. Love her soul. She used to be like this. Hello to the chat. Oh, listen, fuck this. Well, the motherfucker do got a point there. Oh, no, you didn't say that, Dice motherfucker. Well, God damn it, he got a point there too, this dumb motherfucker. The nigga cool. That motherfucker start typing like a stenographer. That makes my day. You motherfuckers be typing like you niggas work for the government. That's a cold-blooded fact. That's a fact. That's a cold-blooded, and we glad that you're here. All jokes aside. She said, I landed here and enjoyed the here, and I'm staying now. And we appreciate you pull up. We love your input and everything, like I said. For real, that's a cold-blooded fact. Ain't nothing that's I do for the love over here. And I got Super got one more day, y'all. If this nigga don't show his bitch ass up tonight, I'm doing a live for Super Monday. I'm going to rank on his ass for about 2 hours. I swear to God, I'm going to rank on Super for about 2 hours, y'all. I don't even know what I'm going to say. Ain't that some shit? I'm calling out the first YouTube play. Super, if your bitch ass don't show up in this chat, I'm ranking on your ass all week. I'm going to rank on you till you come to the fucking show. I promise you that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to rank on you every day. The content is going to be Super this week if his bitch ass don't come to the show. I'm telling y'all that right now. You know, it's like my Secret Service over here. Shout out to Big Super, man. That nigga's crazy. That's my man. No, I fuck with Super, like I said. And my prayers really do go out with Super in certain things because me personally, I don't play with people when it comes to how they feel about certain things. I got to respect how people feel about shit because I know how I am about certain shit I stand on. So I cannot knock that. But, you know, my whole vibe now, y'all, is, yo, we got to chill, man. Like a misunderstanding is really a misunderstanding. And I don't think that's something about YouTube that I think, quote unquote, shout out to Chilling with Love. We made history with that. People make history with such of the negative things on YouTube. Shout out to Chilling with Love. Me and her made history with understanding that there was never a problem. That's grown folk shit. There was never a problem. And then when we understood where the problem came from, I had to rock with the sit since then. I had to rock with her, y'all. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. I had to rock with her. Real rap. Real gonna recognize real. Like I said, if you make a mistake, I make a mistake, I would hope you would forgive me. If I make a mistake, goddamn, you gonna kill me or just write me off because I made a mistake, something that I was unaware that may offend you, something that I've done probably just joking or didn't understand that you took it seriously. Now, if I made a mistake, I think I deserve, my fault. But just to do something maliciously, nah, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. So shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure at 2 o'clock, I'm going to put it in the chat right now, y'all. Hold on. Let me go get it. Let me get it. There it is right there. Let me put it in the chat. Make sure at 2 o'clock, y'all pull up. Make sure y'all pull up. Make sure y'all pull up. It's in the chat right now. Make sure y'all get out to Mrs. 050, Mrs. Miyagi at 2 o'clock p.m. Grown folks conversation. I'm honored they involved me, Sister Nari, Cola James, Miss Miyagi, China Brim, Jai Ace, Harlem Legend TV, and myself, 2 o'clock p.m. Make sure y'all pull up. Grown folks conversation. To the women, do me a favor. I'm not talking, matter of fact, to the females too, to the females and the women. Subscribe to Miss Miyagi. That's all I got to tell you. Everything else you should really be able to figure out when you go get over there with the sis. Everybody that's in here, I hope Only Child, Miss Annette, I already know Always a Queen. All of y'all subscribe to Miss Miyagi, so I'm wasting my breath. Keisha, I already know y'all subscribe, so that's wasting oxygen. But I appreciate y'all. The topic of the day is loving yourself. That's the best way you know how to love somebody else, and it's the best way to know that you get loved in return. If you can do that, with the icing on the top, loving God, everything else will fall in line. Another day alive, another day free, y'all. Salute.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?